You have to find a balance. That's why it's a good thing that we don't have all the people who come here.
Third flow.
C'è qualche storia particolare che riguarda i visitatori che ho avuto in passato?
Maybe, I don't know, something that someone told you and you remember something funny. Some storytelling.
No, perché chi viene in una cantina, chi viene ha piacere di vedere come è una cantina, come si lavora, come si produce.
It's more a professional.
Di particolare, una storia particolare. No, mi viene in mente perché l'ho raccontata prima. Tu non c'eri, di Chicago, degli
Che se mi fa la cena, io non c'ero.
che hanno preparato da Chicago tutto l'evento, la serata. C'erano i corni delle Alpi che sono venuti apposta dalla posizione tedesca. C'era tutto uno show, tu non c'eri, tutto buio, i tavolini messi. Questi sono arrivati a Kloten alle 5 di sera, dovevano essere qui alle 7, sono arrivati alle 8 chiaramente, con delle Alpi hanno dovuto andare via. Sono arrivati stanchi, morti, non gli è interessato niente, hanno mangiato, sono andati, perché ho organizzato un buco nell'acqua tremendo, per noi è pure uguale, però non hanno apprezzato niente, secondo me. Il viaggio, arrivando a Zurigo, Lugano, subito a tavola, poi via. Questo succede, non siamo noi colpevoli. Non era positiva, normalmente invece vanno contenti tutti quelli che anche oggi erano qui a pranzo, li abbiamo buttati fuori dove siete arrivati.
Appunto dicevano
Non andavano più, no? Ed è gente di Lugano che lavora a Lugano, no? Ma particolare in sé no. Cerchiamo di avere un po' di scuole, se è possibile, per far vedere ai bambini che c'è anche una professione che è questa, no? Penso sia importante perché come gli adulti non si rendono conto dietro una bottiglia di vino che lavoro c'è, e quindi mi rifaccio dopo che c'è una domanda, no? O no? Cioè fare il vino sembra facile, si coglie l'uva, si mette a fermentare e il vino si fa da solo. In realtà c'è tutto uno studio, c'è una professione, c'è un lavoro di almeno 2 anni, ma lei se andate in un grande magazzino e comprate una bottiglia di vino non vi rendete conto, guardate il prezzo e basta, o l'etichetta al massimo, e scegliere quella più bella che costa meno, il concetto è un po' quello, dell'80% delle persone. Questo è un po' triste, lo cerchiamo di far passare il messaggio alle scuole.
Instead, on the backgrounds you have a lot of work when you make wine. I mean, normally it happens you just look on the price, you just choose the more, I don't know, the beautiful bottle but with the lowest price, and then they try to open also the schools because they want to show that there is much more behind. I mean, it's not just making
A
wine.
bottle and wine.
Yes. You try to give a culture for wine.
Il mercato è
Schools, like elementary schools.
Where? Here?
No, they come to visit the schools.
tourists.
Yes. It's really important.
Yes.
But the price matters? I mean,
When you buy
can
a
find
bottle of-
also cheap wine which is good, right? It's not,
Good question.
it's not that it should be expensive to be
No,
good.
it's like this. It's not that a wine that costs 100 Swiss francs is sure better than one that costs 20 Swiss francs. But I'm sure that a wine that costs 2 Swiss francs is not a wine.
Okay.
It's impossible to produce a wine that costs 2 Swiss francs. It's impossible. And if you go to Denner or whatever, and you buy a bottle of wine that comes from Australia or Chile for 3 Swiss francs, I mean, I wonder because you have the bottle, You have, no, it's not a grape. It's a wine. I mean, it's
Nostri pezzi
if you compare the quality of the wine to the prices, I mean, you pay the 3 francs. Who cares? But you have the cost of the bottle, the label, the cork, the transport from Australia to Switzerland.
Taxis and
3 Swiss francs. It's impossible.
country.
I mean, no, it's impossible.
Non c'è uno.
They can do it because they produce really huge amounts of wine, and on that wine they lost money, and they do it like this. My brother, he likes wine, but he don't want to spend money. So he and his girlfriend, they buy wine in Aldi and
Costa niente.
sì, ma cosa sono?
Ma per adesso
One night-
no, 2 o 3
Oh,
francs.
and they buy this bagging box. 3 liters bagging box. No, and once I was invited there for dinner, and she said, we want you to taste something, but I didn't see where the wine came from. They gave me the glass. So, it wasn't something extraordinary. It was good. I mean. And she said it's a bagging box. It was a Syrah from south of France. They bought it at Aldi for 3 liters for 9 francs or something. I mean, I said to them, I mean, you drink 1 or 2 glasses at lunch, 1 or 2 glasses at dinner, it's okay. I mean, it wasn't a bad wine. I said I would not buy it. I would not buy it, and I would not drink it. But it's true, you can find wine that cost 15, 20 Swiss francs. They are better than wine that you pay 40. So price doesn't matter. If you are some level, under some level.
Can you also guess the price of the wine? Like approximate price? Can you say that?
No.
You taste it and
No.
say it's a cheap
Ah,
wine
you can-
or it's an expensive wine?
No,
Can
you
say
can
that?
you can more or less say. You can more or less. You can more or less say it's wine that the value of this wine is honest. But you can't know how expensive it will be because the price of the wine has nothing to do with the wine. It's only a marketing.
Okay.
It's your best.
Be legible that it would mean Eric.
So you should go with the question, right?
No,
But there is no other question.
I have one question. Would you consider yourself as a sommelier?
No,
No, totally.
no.
It's-
And I don't want that they call me sommelier. Because
Okay.
sommelier.
Okay, sorry.
No.
So you know what?
No, no. Sommelier, it depends. There are good ones. Sommelier are people that, what can I say? No, they learn to taste wine, not to do wine. They can't do wine. They taste wine. They only taste wine, and they can tell you, this wine you should drink it with this way. They do this. This is their job. Then you have a little amount of really good sommelier that you give them a glass of wine and they say what they find in the glass. There are huge amount of sommelier that they learn. Chardonnay is orange, lemon, whatever, and you give them a glass of Chardonnay, they say orange, lemon, but they are not able to taste. This is the large amount of sommelier. They don't have a clue about what they are doing.
It should be natural one, born with you, like the
It's a
feeling,
gift or
the feeling
No,
of
it's
this
something that
tasting.
I think
It's less technical, yes.
It's a lot of learning. When I started this job, before studying winemaking, I worked in a cellar not far away from here, which is 15 years ago. And I didn't drink wine. I never drank a glass of wine. And the winemaker there tried to teach me tasting whatever. And I remember he gave me a glass of red wine, it was wine in front of him, and he said, "Can you smell the leaf of tomato?" I couldn't smell anything, nothing, eh? Nothing. It is crazy. Can you smell, I don't know, fruit, red fruit, or whatever? For me it was like, I can't smell. And I said, maybe it's not my job. I should do something else. It's something that you learn. Because we smell different things that you have in a glass. The problem is that you are not able to say what it is. At the beginning, you smell something, but you don't know what it is. And you learn to give a name to what you smell. And it's only a thing of training. You have to,
Taste a lot.
yes,
Yeah.
Try to pay
Smells,
attention.
yes, it's really, and everything. There was the professor of tasting that I had in Italy. He said you have to smell everything. Everything that you find on your way, roses, wood, whatever,
To
everything.
develop
To
your
have
smell.
a memory of the smells that you have. Because then something is to have a rose and smell a rose. Something is to have some smell of roses in a glass of wine, where you have 10, 15, 20 different smells that are together. Yes. This is then difficult. Then there are people that are better tasted than others, but there is a lot of training. You can train it.
It's really hard because you get the whole taste and it's really hard to separate
Yes.
which is what. So you feel the whole but not separately.
It's something that you can learn. Because there are le nez du vin, there are some, it's a liquid, but there are the smells of the different compound of a wine, and you can train on that. You have pepper, you have smoke, you have chocolate, you have vanilla, you have whatever, and it's singular. So you can smell it. It's not easier because there are some of them that say, I know it, but I know what it is. And then with the time you get to, when you know them well, it's easier in the wine as well. It's not always easy because it happens to me as well in smelling and tasting a wine. And I don't know. I say, I don't know what I have to say.
So there are certain ingredients that they use. There is
No.
nothing that you can put from yourself or I don't know. Maybe you try to use another thing which the sommeliers don't know what is it and they can't smell or taste.
It's only because if you want, a Chardonnay wine has normally a certain amount of smellings. Orange, lemon, Merlot has green pepper has, and this is what you always find in a Chardonnay, what you always find in a Merlot, what you always find in a Syrah. You have that because all of them are like this. But it could happen that my Chardonnay doesn't have the fruity smell because I age it in barrel and the fruit is away. I have only this hooks to notes. And if he doesn't smell and if he's not able to smell, he will say, I smell some lemon, and there is no lemon. I saw that. That's why I'm saying it's not really
It's there.
most of them. Even the cork, they don't smell the cork, even that. It's impossible. Something, no, it's...
Ma le posso chiedere quanti anni ha? Giusto?
33.
When did you start? 15 years ago.
No, yes, 18, I was 18. I mean, I finished liceo, Matura. I worked, I was 18. I worked 1 year in the winery. And I studied 19. I was 19, I finished, I was 23. Yes.
And that's the story.
Sure.
And since then you work here?
No.
I'm here since 3 years.
3 years.
When I finished my studies, I went to South Africa.